Get ready, America, for this is the best of Destination Small Town, a Cluck TV production, featuring the shows that have taken Sweet Swine County by storm. The reality hit, The Real Housewives of Sweet Swine County, Sweet Swine's favorite music show, Backstage at the Commune, the tastefully done cooking segment, Cooking It Up with Betty, the always zany soap opera, As the Corn Grows, and of course, the wildly popular talk shows that share what's happening inside and outside Sweet Swine County. Which shows will you be seeing today? Stay tuned and find out right after the break.
Get ready for a website like no other. A website where you will find stories done by reporters, tourists, and celebrities from Sweet Swine County. Yes, I said Sweet Swine County. With nothing happening in their county, they decided to do some stories about the businesses and points of interest located in their neighboring towns and counties. Take a unique look at life inside the small towns of the Midwest by visiting DestinationSmallTown.com.
This program has been made possible by the Swine Song Commune, where musicians, artists, and hippie types live together and share their passions. To learn more, visit the online magazine at sweetswinescoop.com. This program is made possible in part by Swine Tales Publications, the proud publisher of Sweet Swine County maps and plat books, now publishing authors from throughout Sweet Swine County. Swine Tales Publication is now making plans for their next book tour, and they may be held in these small towns with the release of How to Be Jealous of Yourself by Prairie Ann. Born with a total package and surrounded by jealousy her entire life, Prairie Ann shares her personal rise to the top as Sweet Swine's hometown sweetheart. Prairie Ann has thrown off the yoke of pure envy, theirs, not hers, and has put her vast wealth of knowledge in this tell-all book. Each of these towns and their businesses are being considered to hold a book signing because of the information found on the best source about small towns of the Midwest. To learn about these towns and their businesses, visit DestinationSmallTown.com.
Back to another exciting episode of As the Corn Grows! Today we join Cousin John as he gives Elmer his first big assignment as the new Chief Security Officer at Cluck and Pluck Headquarters!
You weren't kidding about those chickens, Cousin John. They really are something. So what's the 911 on getting me up here to the office?
Hey, sit down, relax. Here, take a look at this.
Hire all the bodyguards you can, Cousin John. Your day of reckoning is almost here.
Well?
When did you get this?
Like 5 minutes ago.
Have you ever got anything like that before?
Well, this is the last 2 weeks.
And these are all threatening emails?
Oh, no. Some were left on my car. Some were left at my house. And this one here, was taped to the mirror in the executive men's room.
Cousin John, have you talked to Officer Dave about this? This is serious.
Of course. He suggested that I put cameras in my house, in my office, in my men's room, and that I hire a computer expert to trace all those emails and find me a bodyguard.
Well, did you?
Well, I got a computer expert, but he says this guy's a real pro. He's bouncing this thing off satellites, and it's coming through Taiwan and India and Bangladesh, South Korea and New Mexico, and then it's coming into me. He says the guy's a real pro, routing these emails all over the place.
So what are you going to do?
Well, that's where you come in.
Well, here's your check for the first week's sales!
There must be some mistake.
Oh, I figures.
$5.69?
Well, there were expenses, photography, photo reshoots. There was advertising and packaging.
Ronnie, I cannot live on $5.69.
Oh, don't you worry, don't you worry. Everything's going as planned. Now, the reason I called this meeting is to announce that I am very soon to embark on an international sales trip.
We can't afford that.
But we can't afford not to. Hot Dish on a Stick is a sensation in Paris, in Roma, in London, in Madrid. I'm going over to promote the product and scare up some new investors.
Well, I can't run this place all by myself.
Well, of course not. That's why I've hired Marvin Monroe's son, Charlie, to take over the operation while I'm gone.
Charlie is 22 years old.
He's perfect. He's perfect. He's young. He's ambitious. He just graduated from Purdue University with a master's degree in business.
The only degree in business he's gotten is monkey business.
Oh, come now. Now, don't worry. I'll be phoning in regularly. I'll keep you updated on what's going on. So, there's not a thing to worry about, Mrs. Swanson.
Prairie Ann, that Garrett Dawson sounds like a real heel.
Oh, Katie, I don't blame him. After all, he's just a man. It's that Jezebel Daisy May I blame.
Well, still and all, he could have said no.
Oh, Katie, you don't know her like I know her. She only wants what I have. Hello.
I wish there was something I could say that would be helpful, but I'm afraid when it comes to affairs of the heart, I have no clue.
Well, what are you talking about? I heard you're dating and seeing that new director fella that Cousin John hired. How's that going?
No. He's just a ghost from my past.
A ghost? What do you mean?
Prairie Ann, I haven't told anybody this except my shrink.
Oh, Katie, are you okay?
Wow. When I was 22 years old, I was a struggling actress in Hollywood. As fate would have it, I got my big break while I was auditioning for the Gotta Have It girl.
Ooh, the Gotta Have It girl? That was you? Oh, Katie!
I mean, I nearly fainted. And you know what he did? He sent 400 other women away. He said I was a fresh face they were looking for the Gotta Have It product.
You must have been on cloud 9.
I was, and not only that. Not only did I have my big break, but he romanced me. He took me to Italy, and we were treated like royalty until...
Until what?
Until everything in my world came crashing down around me.
What? What happened? Tell me.
Well,
tell me, I can't stand it.
Okay, so have you ever heard of the infamous Pasadena infomercial scandal of 1985?
Who hasn't heard of the infamous Pasadena commercial of 1980? Oh, Katie, you know what happened?
What happened?
Marvin Monroe's wife. Oh my God, she went bald using the Midnight Meltaway, and Clem Johnson lost his whole tractor collection with the metallic magic. And guess what happened? Lawyer Ed, he sued the pants out of the Gotta Have It. Oh no.
Everyone involved was blackballed. Everyone. And I never worked as an actress again.
Oh, Katie, but what about you and Sergio? What happened? What happened to you and Sergio?
Oh, well, Sergio suggested that we lay low. And then he went off to Italy and lived with his family.
What?
Yes. And he said he would send for me. And he never did. So I went back to journalism school. And I'm going to tell you something. It took me many years to get over him.
But now he's back, Katie. Now what?
Oh, Prairie Ann, please, I must ask you to promise me that you will not tell another living soul about any of this.
I won't, Katie. Scout's honor.
Well, that's like asking the wind not to blow. Will Prairie Ann really keep her promise? And will Katie be able to resist Sergio's advances? I guess we'll find out after the break.
The lifestyles led in the small towns and counties of the Midwest are like no other. But we seldom hear about the points of interest and businesses located in these towns. Well, there's one TV station that's made it their mission to make sure the stories of the small towns of the Midwest are told, Cluck TV. That's right, Cluck TV, located in the neighboring county of Sweet Swine. See all the towns that are covered on KLUKTV.com.
This program is made possible in part by Swine Tales Publications, the proud publisher of Sweet Swine County maps and plat books, now publishing authors from throughout Sweet Swine County. Swine Tales Publication is now making plans for their next book tour, and they may be held in these small towns with the release of Poems I Wrote and More Poems I Wrote by Sweet Swine County's own Poet Laureate, Ronnie P. Silage. After serving as Poet Laureate of Sweet Swine County for over 20 years, Ronnie was encouraged to put his poetic masterpiece in book form for all to cherish and enjoy. With a wealth of life experiences to draw upon, Ronnie P. is a veritable pit of poetic musings and life lessons learned. Each of these towns and their businesses are being considered to hold a book signing because of the information found on the best source about small towns of the Midwest. To learn about these towns and their businesses, visit DestinationSmallTown.com. This program has been made possible by Purdue University, Sweet Swine County's Institute of Higher Learning, with 3 classroom trailers that can accommodate up to 9 students each. To learn more, visit SweetSwineScoop.com.
Get ready, because our culinary expert and, dare we say, wine aficionado beyond belief, Betty Thompson, is preparing some tantalizing dishes for us on her show, Cooking It Up with Betty. In the midst of cooking, our dear old Betty does join her What's Cooking reporters traveling throughout our story country. Now, on this station and the web. Welcome back to As the Corn Grows. Now, we join Daniel as he meets with Minnie to discuss the final plans for John's surprise birthday party.
Does my brother suspect anything?
I don't care if he does. Johnny's been a real jerk lately.
Why, I cannot believe any man could be a jerk to someone as lovely as you, Minnie.
Oh, Daniel. You know, you definitely got all the charm in your family. Why, Johnny even had the audacity to insinuate that you and I were having an affair.
Well, would that be such a terrible thing?
But I'm your brother's girlfriend.
But you're not engaged, are you?
No, but...
But what? He treats you like a princess? He hangs on every word you say? I do not think so.
Well, we have an understanding.
But I do not understand how you can let someone treat you like a doormat when I am right here, ready to treat you like a queen. You must admit you feel the attraction too, don't you?
But we can't.
How many years have you waited for my stupid brother?
Well, Johnny just wants to take it slow. It's only been 5 years.
5 years? Why, that idiot. If you were mine, we would be married tomorrow. Listen, Ronnie, your contract is perfectly clear. If you leave for Europe, you won't be able to film Almost Breaking News, and I'll have to fire you.
Oh, Miss Katie said I could go.
Hey, listen, I don't care what she said. You're going to be in breach of contract.
What? Now you're being unreasonable. Now I gotta go to Europe and launch this line of frozen foods myself. Mrs. Swanson can't do it.
Listen, Ronnie, hey, business is business. I've got a show to run here, and I can't be producing a show with my reporters gallivanting all over the world. You gotta stay.
Well, Katie said she'd work it out.
Listen, Silage, I've wasted too much time on this already. Either stay or you're fired.
You haven't heard the end of this. You can't just be pushing people around and expect to get away with it.
Now, don't let the door hit you on the way out. Ooh, got a message.
How are you doing, my darling stepbrother? Enjoying my father's money, no doubt. Our time together was so short. Our next meeting should no doubt, how you say, end with a bang. Until then, John Robert, sleep well.
John Robert, you low-life penny-pitching son of a Russian spy, I've just been told that you're opening a wholesale feed store across the street from me. You're gonna run me out of business, you no-good chicken plucker. Why, somebody ought to take you down a peg, and I'm just the old man that can do it, Olson.
Hello, John. Remember me? Why, I'm your biggest fan. Remember all the emails and notes I've been leaving you, suggesting you change your ways? I've been watching you, John. Why, I might be watching you right now. The time is getting close, John. Is your will up to date?
Wilma, get Plow on the phone right now. So is everything going as planned? Oh, Johnny, he didn't expect a thing, right?
No, he does not. Katie, she is still as naive as ever.
Good, because I don't think I can keep Big Louie from waiting very much longer for his money.
Now let me get this straight. If I do this for you, my gambling debt with Big Louie is erased.
Yeah, absolutely. See, I got old Willie Odom. He's working on getting me those bank account numbers, and I've even been sweet-talking Miss Minnie Mae. You just need to work on that Katie angle. You think you can handle that?
Of course I can. I already have a little kitten purring as it is now. Taking her for everything she's worth is going to be a piece of cake.
Excellent.
Katie, my love, I have a proposition for you.
A proposition?
Yes. How would you like to be sole owner of KLUK Studios?
And you can make that happen?
Yes, I believe I can.
So you think you can buy your way back into my life?
Katie, don't be so cynical. I'm just trying to make up for all the heartache that I caused you. My own little 12-step program, if you will.
Okay. I must admit that my life would be a lot easier without John Robert Olson controlling all of the purse strings.
Yeah. It's a little negative undercurrent there.
Mm-hmm. So how do I make this happen?
I'm working on the details. You're just going to have to trust me.
Trust? No. But getting control back from John Robert Olson? I'm listening.
Okay, good.
So what do we do to make this happen?
Well, what do you say you and I go back to my place and we'll talk it over?
Well, it's about time you got home.
Why, Johnny, it's only 7 o'clock, and you don't usually get home from the coop until 8.
Where have you been? I was trying to call you all afternoon.
Well, Johnny, you're not my father. I mean, you're barely even my boyfriend.
Barely your boyfriend? The hell is that supposed to mean?
Well, anyway, why were you looking for me?
You better sit down.
Sit down? What happened? Is little John all right?
Now, calm down. He's fine. He's back in his bedroom, playing with that video gizmo you gave him for Christmas.
Well, for heaven's sakes, what is it, Johnny? You're scaring me half to death.
Now listen, don't overreact. Yeah, it's probably nothing, but I've been receiving a few threatening notes and emails and things like that, and Plow thinks we need to take a few precautions around here.
Threatening notes? How many threatening notes?
Oh, like only 2 or 3 dozen.
2 or 3 dozen? That's it. I'm gonna go call Officer Dave right now.
Listen, I already did. He had me put a camera in down at the plant. I've got a camera outside the house, but until somebody does something, there really isn't anything he can do, and besides, it's just him and Melvin down at the precinct.
Well, what did the note say?
Oh, things like, you better watch your back. And
Johnny, I don't like the sound of that at all. Now, what did Elmer say to do?
He's posted guards round the clock. We've got a new security system down at the plant. We've got wiretaps on all the phones so they can trace things. We've upgraded all the tracking software on the computers. So we're good there.
Johnny, now what about the house?
Tomorrow they're going to install a biometric security system here, and Plow's going to hire a bodyguard for you and Little John.
Really? A bodyguard?
Focus, Minnie, focus.
Johnny, how long have you been getting these emails?
Minnie, calm down. Listen, a guy can't be successful in the chicken business without ruffling a few feathers, if you know what I mean. I get 3, maybe 4 a week.
And what's different about these notes?
They all are talking like the end is near and a little more finality to them. It's kind of spooky. I feel like somebody's always watching me. I feel like somebody's watching me right now.
Is Big Brother in the house? Will Aunt Minnie calm down and start carrying a pistol in her purse? And will Cousin John live long enough to celebrate his next birthday? I guess we'll find out after the break.
Lola Leftover here, filing my latest report of what's cookin'. I and my fellow reporters have discovered incredible main courses, entrees, appetizers, and daily specials in small towns of the Midwest. Now you can learn what we've learned on clucktv.com. I found them so delicious, I was the only leftover. Lola Leftover.
This program has been made possible by SweetSwineScoop.com, the online magazine that keeps Sweet Swine County citizens informed on what's happening. For if it happens in Sweet Swine County, it's news to us.
Welcome back to As the Corn Grows. Now we join an angry Ronnie as he tells Katie about Cousin John's ultimatum. I'm telling you, Miss Katie, I could have wrung his neck. Oh, he was sitting there all smug, and he was waving that contract in my face. And I'll tell you, that man is heartless. That's what he is. He is heartless.
Oh, Ronnie, please try to calm down. Let me give you a glass of water. I want you to tell me exactly what he did, exactly what happened here.
Well, I went in to pick up my paycheck, okay? And I saw Miss Wilma in the lobby, and she said, Cousin John wants to see you ASAP.
And so I take it this meeting did not go well.
No, it did not go well. So what's he do? He asks me if it's true that I'm intended to go to Europe for 4 months to launch Hot Dish on a Stick.
Well, he knew that you were. In fact, I emailed him that memo this morning.
Well, it might as well have been my resignation. So there he is. He's pointing at that contract and yelling at me. And he's telling me if I go to Europe, it's a breach of contract.
What? Oh, he cannot do that. He cannot do that. I hired you, and only I can fire you.
Well, I told him that, but he says he controls the purse strings at KLUK, and if I go to Europe, I'm fired.
Let me make something very clear, okay? I am telling you, it is true that our ad revenues have been down, but what Cousin John is trying to do right now is not going to work. So I want you to feel that you can go to Europe. We will do your stuff by remote if we have to, because this dog don't hunt, and John's not going to get away with it.
But Katie, I really need this job. I mean, I have to support Bonnie. She doesn't make diddly squat as a sketch artist. And Mrs. Swanson, they're both dependent on me.
Well, Ronnie, you're going to have your job. And we're going to fight Cousin John, and I don't want you to worry. You book your flight, because John Robert Olson, he is not going to get away with this.
What's the emergency, Vladimir? Is it Boris?
No. I'm afraid it's John.
John? Was there an accident at the factory?
No. I'm afraid it's a problem of the heart.
First, you have to have a heart to have a problem with it.
Well, now, that's not a very nice thing to say about our son.
Listen, Vladdy. If you would have been man enough to tell me the truth when that boy was born, everything would have been all right.
I knew this wasn't going to work. I told Betty it wasn't going to work.
Oh, Betty, don't look now, but isn't that Mrs. Swanson with your boyfriend, Vladimir?
Why, yes, Curry Ann, I believe it is. And I believe they're talking about John.
John?
Yes,
Hey, John.
Vladimir wants desperately to be part of John's life. He even asked me to act as a go-between.
You told Betty?
Yeah, she's the one that set this up.
She said you should ask me?
Yes, she's a very understanding lady.
Well, is that the understanding lady over there spying on us?
Oh, well, yes, it is. Oh, well, no, she's not spying on us. She's having lunch with Prairie Ann there.
He did? Yes, against my better judgment, but it didn't work out, you know. John has just hardened his heart.
Well, who can blame John? They gave him up for adoption. Giddy up.
Well, he had little choice about that. After all, the CIA arranged it.
Look, I wanted to talk about John here.
Forget it, Vladdy.
It's been a long time since you called me that there.
Well, don't go on a sentimental journey, because that isn't going to work.
It's not too late to make amends.
Did he send you a birthday card?
Well, no.
Christmas greeting?
Well, not exactly, no.
I suggested he talk to her about this.
So you arranged the meeting with him?
Indeed I did. I said that if she was still sweet on him, which I think she is, he might use that to his advantage and have her talk to John and plead his case.
Listen, Vladimir, you're just fooling yourself if you think our son is ever going to call you Dad.
Oh, but my dear, he's our son. We have to try.
Yes, and you were my first true love. And that plus a quarter is not going to buy me a cup of coffee.
But my darling, we have to keep trying.
Oh, Betty, don't look, but he's doing more than pleading his case. Oh, he's taking his hand and he's kissing her hand. Ah!
Indeed, isn't he a smooth one? He's playing his part to the hilt.
Thanks for letting me ride along and observe your actions.
I like to think it helps out to know every aspect of the police business.
Do you have one of those video cameras in here?
No, it wasn't in the budget. But I have a Polaroid in the back seat.
Can I turn the siren?
Don't touch that. We only use that to pull over violators or in emergencies.
Like getting donuts?
That's an urban legend. Cops rarely run out of donuts.
What's this button do?
Oh, that connects us to Melvin back at the station house. Go ahead. Push it.
What do I say?
Oh, just say, this is Sweet Swine. Over.
This is Sweet Swine. 1 over.
Sweet Swine Station. Officer Dave, are you riding with your mother again?
No. This is Sweet Swine police sketch artist Bonnie P. Silage.
I'm sorry, Miss Bonnie, but this here is a radio line for official police business only.
I was just showing her how it works, Melvin. Over and out.
Did I get you in trouble?
No, you just need to know how to use it in case something happens to me.
I thought we were just gonna go on a stakeout.
Oh, we are. Cousin John's been getting a lot of threatening emails, so we're just gonna sit outside of his house all night.
I would not be surprised if Cousin John made enemies of everybody in this town. I mean, he even tried to fire Ronnie. Ronnie, yeah, my brother.
Be that as it may, everybody is equal under the law, and I have a sworn duty to protect and serve the people of Sweet Swine County.
Well, I feel safe knowing that you're here to keep me out of harm's way.
Well, get comfortable, Miss Bonnie. It's gonna be a long night.
Oh, Officer Dave. I've never spent the night with a man before. Ooh, handcuffs.
Well, break out a thermos of coffee and get the binoculars out. Will Officer Dave's eagle eye spot Cousin John's stalker in the act? Or will the moonlight dancing on Miss Bonnie's eyes distract our vigilant lawman? Find out next time on As the Corn Grows! Get ready, because just when you thought you'd gotten the cockleburs out of your overalls, they're now on TV. That's right, this is one weed you won't want to pull. The Cocklebur Morning Show, with hosts who deliver a mix of news, entertainment, and information about the communities throughout our story country. Now on this station and the web.
This program has been made possible by The Daily Boar. This sometimes daily newspaper reports the news the residents of Sweet Swine County want to know. Also now featured online at sweetswinescoop.com.